Right, this is going to be a quick video just to try and show some of the problems I'm having with my HF. In that at the moment I've only got two antennas set up. I've got a 140 foot, roughly 140 foot doublet going across two streets, meeting in the middle by my chimney, and then fed with ladderline into the shack. Just as it comes into the shack, it goes into a 1-to-1 or 4-to-1 bauln, and then fed with coax to the rig, which is what we're looking at now. The main problem I've got is I thought I had the wires mixed up, because I've shown this in other videos. If we can follow this, that's the Yaesu FT450D and the LDG tuner, and then have the two coaxes running in the back at the moment. I have just put in, it'll focus, the one straight into the rig and taken them both out with the tuner, just to see if there was anything wrong with the tuner or anything wrong with the ports in the tuner. I've got the coaxes run up. It's a bit of a mess because I've been fiddling with it all and put it all back here, so I do apologise. And then there they go to the actual shack wall, and there's two ladder lines going straight out. At the moment, this one here is to the doublet, the other one's just a Frankenstein inverted, overted V type thing. It was just messing around with extra cable head left, and I fed the ladder line through. It's not actually really used. It's kind of like as I say, an inverted V going between my chimney and next door's chimney, and then the ladder line's kind of by the guttering, so it's kind of going upwards, but it's not very. I've just raised it slightly off the roof. It's only, I don't know, 4 or 5 foot off the roof, and it comes down towards the guttering, and the ladder line comes in at the back there. It's never really worked particularly well. It was just messing around, you know, with bits of wire left over and different things. But at the moment, it seems to be picking up just as well, if not better sometimes, than my 140 foot doublet that I've got suspended right above the chimney, you know, in open space either side of the street. So I'm not sure what's wrong. So I thought I'd just do a video to see if people may be able to tell. Right. So at the moment, all the cables are labelled as well, so I know which is which. The ladder line's labelled, the coax is labelled. This is for the inverted V. I have even switched the coaxes between the doublet and the V to see if the coax feeding the ladder line to my doublet was something wrong with that, you know, a loose connection. Switch the coaxes over, they're exactly the same. Yeah, the results are the same. I've switched the baulns over from the 1-to-1 to the 4-to-1. The results are the same. So this is, just listen to the volmet frequency, 5.450.
South at 1730, wind 130 degrees 6 up, variable between 0 and 170 degrees, visibility 10 kilometers on the west cloud to 2,200 feet, traffic 6,500 feet, temperature
S7, S8,
2.16.
kind of peaking, but S7. Right. Hopefully you can hear the audio. Very loud, pick up a fair bit of noise though. Right. I'll quickly turn it off and I will switch it for this one, which, as I've labelled, is the doublet. Again, as I say, I've bypassed the tuner on all of these because it was exactly the same with the tuner. I just disconnected and pulled them straight in the rig because I was only listening just to see if I could track the problem with the tuner and the meter. So I've just got rid of all that, plugged it straight in at the back, and let's see what that sounds like. Now, as I say, that's to something that's 4 or 5 times the length of this little V. It's an open space. It's just a million times better. The other thing was just intended to mess around, so it shouldn't be. I might as well just have a bit of wire chucked out the window. Yet. You can see that it's kind of at the steadiest 5 just, but the background is about S5 for noise. There you go, so it's just slightly peaking now. It's pretty much just over background noise. Now, what could be doing that? As I say, that's just a run of coax from there straight to the tuner and the rig. As I say, I've tried it without the tuner and all the little patch leads that go from the tuner. It is a bit of a bird's nest down here, I do know, I do need to tidy up, but I've just been pulling everything out trying to have a mess with this. Because I've left it with the bad weather, so I thought I'd give it a go today. And they go straight out, as I say, straight up there. I've swapped the tuners between the two of them. I've swapped the coaxes between the two of them, and that results the same. The rubbish bit of wire line on the roof is picking up better than 140 foot doublet, that was done properly. So, and it's a pure copper PVC sheath for the doublet. So, I have no idea, to be honest. Really don't. So it is rather annoying and frustrating. I mean, there's something definitely wrong. I've been on the actual roof today to check. The ladder line runs all the way up to the centre. There's no breaks in the ladder line that I can see because I've had that before. It's rubbed. It is raised off the roof, only about 2.5, 3 foot. There's no breaks in the ladder line that I can see. Nothing's worn away. I did do the ends of the ladder line into the bauln just before, and when I took the plastic off, it was still nice and bright copper. It's not got any oxidation or anything on it to show that there's any water got into the ladder line. So I've switched the coaxes, so that's not it. Bypass the tuner, that's not it. I've been up on the roof, and the centre where the ladder line goes in, I actually surrounded in like sealant. So unless I rip all that off, which I didn't want to get into today, to see if it's even connected to the the two sides of the doublet, because I can only think that maybe is a problem. But the ladder line's still perfectly held in when it goes into the centre, as far as I can see. But without taking all the sealant off, I won't be able to see any further. So, but even so, the amount of ladder line leading up to the centre is just as long as this V that I've got out, and the ladder line on the doublet is still higher than the V. So if anything, that should pick up just as well as the V. So I'm not sure, but yeah, if anyone's got any thoughts or anything, please let me know so I can sort out this absolute mess and try and figure out what's wrong. Because otherwise, I'll have to do redo the whole thing, and it means asking people's permissions again to get on top of the houses. One of them's a lot higher because it's an actual shop behind me. It's an absolute. It's going to be a headache either way. So I'm not sure where to start, to be honest. I can't just take the centre out either and have a look at it, because if I start messing around, then it's one of those I've got to hold both sides of the doublet while I take the middle out, and because it's that long, it does weigh quite a bit, especially on the roof. So any thoughts what anyone can maybe just think that might be, just to give me a clearer picture, because I've been banging my head on the wall, and sometimes it helps just to have a few comments. So let us know what you think and any ideas. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.